Welcome to the Ed&Ed podcast where we talk about random stuff. Alright, I'm Ed.
I'm Ed 1. This is Ed 2.
You just said you're Ed 1 and 2.
I said... Did I?
You did.
No. So anyways, today we're just gonna... Like last time, I'm getting distracted by the soundbar thing. Whatever. I swear, we gotta face this thing away from the computer.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm entertained by this, green to yellow to red to orange bar.
But how are we supposed to concentrate while looking at that? Anyways,
don't
whatever.
Look at it.
So, one of the topics I want to talk about today is podcast.
Don't you dare click that mouse.
Shut up. So anyways, I have a lot to say about it and how we're making kind of a mistake or this is pointless. Well, that's me being pessimistic. But yeah, I think what we're doing is kind of pointless, but you might have some examples that may prove me wrong. So why don't you start off talking about podcasts? What do you think about it?
Podcasts, I feel like podcasts aren't meant to you just sit down and just watch it. But then again, it proves me wrong with Good Mythical Morning, where I sit down and I watch it, and it's basically a podcast.
Yeah, but it's not a podcast. It's basically a podcast, but it's not. You could actually see them.
Yeah,
a podcast is only supposed to be audio, is what I'm saying.
What I feel is podcasts, you should do something productive, like clean a room, go out walking, exercise, whatever. But sitting down or playing video games like you do. But I don't know. I don't feel like podcasts should just be you sit down and then you just look at it.
I don't think you're explaining this well because you made it sound like the people doing the podcast have to be doing something.
No, I'm talking about if you listen to a podcast.
Yeah,
but you should be doing something productive.
But that's not what I'm talking about. But I guess
I don't know
that's why I should start off.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what we're doing is pointless because, and I like I said before, you might have a few examples that might prove me wrong. But podcasts, why do people go to podcasts? Why do people listen to them? I know you're looking at me like it's stupid, but it's just for what reason would anybody go, for example, our podcast? Why would somebody be like, this is something I want to listen to today, click, and then freaking listen? I mean, everyone that I've listened to in a podcast, they're already established people. They're people that already have something established. For example, I what? Am I saying something that's not clear?
No, you're saying something retarded, but go on. Go on.
Because the people I listen to, Kevin Smith, he's already an established person. He makes movies. He has a show on AMC. And freaking, I guess the reason why people want to listen to his podcast is because they want to know more about this dude. It's just hey, here's a very, a podcast is hey, if you guys want to know more about me, I make this podcast. I make them quick. I have a lot of them. He has an entire website CSmod or his Smodcast. I mean, CSmod is his YouTube account, but Smodcast is all about podcasts and all that stuff. Another thing, I like to listen to this other podcast called Potaku, which is basically a bunch of anime people, anime reviewers. Creating a podcast where they just talk about anime some more. So it's just these people are already established. They have their audience. They have their viewership. They have people that why are you looking at me like that?
Because everything you're saying is retarded, but go on. Because you're looking at it as a way that you're off the bat, we're going to fail and nobody's gonna watch us. Guess how Good Mythical Morning started? Guess how Rhett and Link started? As a podcast. They didn't have anything set up. They just did it. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, but what made them popular? Was it their podcast or was it their music videos that got them attention that made people want to watch their Good Mythical Morning?
Then alright, let's do a podcast. And in the middle, let's just do our own YouTube videos.
No, but that's what I'm saying. In a podcast, it's already about people who already are established. It's kind of it's easier, it's kind of hard to just go on and make a podcast and expect people to listen to
But
it.
guess what? Nobody's gonna listen to it if you don't even post it up. It's going to end up being that you're the way you're thinking is already setting up for failure. You're a douchebag. But the way you're thinking about it is that you're already setting up for failure. Which, if you listen to every YouTube person that says that when somebody asks them how do you start a YouTube channel, they just say just do it. So why aren't we? So we're doing that. We're just doing it. We're gonna pick. I hate you.
First of all,
I wish you guys could see this.
first of all, you're putting words in my mouth. I never said we weren't gonna do this.
Yeah,
I'm just
you're
saying
basically
that.
saying why aren't people going to watch us? Well, someone's gonna find us entertaining, hopefully, and then they're gonna hopefully pass it on to their friends, and then we're gonna pick up an audience.
So you guys do that.
Yeah, please.
Or just hate us. Just completely make us infamous, I guess.
Hate us so we can make funny videos about us being hated on.
So anyways, no. That's not what I'm saying. Like, whatever. We're doing this. I don't care. But the thing is, I'm saying how difficult it is to make a podcast and expect to have, like, listeners. Because people who make podcasts already have like an established audience. Like I already gave my examples. Like what about you? What examples of podcasts do you listen to? Like you'll probably know somebody who just makes podcasts.
I don't.
You don't? Then
No.
there you go. Everyone who makes a podcast already has something established. They already have an audience. They already have somebody that's like being like, hey, I like this dude. He's very interesting. I'm going to go listen to more stuff about him.
But then let me turn this around. Commentators, people who commentate over videos, they're doing the same thing. It's
For
just
example,
that they
what?
have videos.
Like game commentaries? Like
Yeah, game commentators.
gameplays?
Like people that play Call of Duty and speak over it. Why are they gonna start it when there's already thousands, like Woody Gamertag, White Boy 7 Streak, whatever, a whole bunch of other people. I don't watch them, but still, they're the top. There's a lot more. So why would you do that if there's already like 100 of them? Game Grumps already has that. But why did they start? If like there's already 1,000 established commentators, you're gonna be like, oh, but they at the beginning, John, Tron, and Aaron already had their 2 channels. They're already famous. But still, why start that specific channel if there's already thousands of them?
I don't know how to respond to that. Because I can't think right now. So you're saying like game commentators, like why do they get views? Well,
I'm not saying why they get views. I'm just saying, in your
why start
mentality,
it? Like why
yeah.
why do this? No, like that would be like, for example, like we're doing a podcast and I'm saying, why the heck are we doing a podcast? Everyone else does a podcast. Why the hell are we doing
That's
it?
basically what you're saying.
No, I'm saying how difficult it is to like just create a podcast and get going because we don't have an established audience. We don't have anything. We're just like 2 dudes talking after eating like a shit ton of pizza.
Oh god, that's the worst idea.
And yeah, we're like full of shit.
I'm not. I know when to stop. You obviously don't.
That's because when you live in a house of 6 people and you have something you like, something you want, like food, and you're like, I feel satisfied, I'll put this to the side so I can eat it later. But by the time you come back to it, it's all gone. That's what happens when you live in a house of 6 people. But now we went completely off topic.
Yeah, I know. Let's
So-
go back.
Yeah, I'm just showing examples of podcasters that I've listened to, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other good like
People that do
like
podcasts.
a podcast with a huge audience because they already have something established. They already have something that like brings in like those like I guess the hardcore audience or like people who are like whatever this guy does, I want to follow him and listen to whatever he says. It's almost like I don't know, like following your idols, and it's just like listening to them. Like, and also one thing you said, game commentaries, is also something I also wanted to get into. Like, the thing is, it's kind of easier to be a game commentator. Not saying that's like completely easy, but it's kind of a little easier to get an audience because if you're playing a game, that certain game already has an audience.
Yeah.
They'll be interested in watching other people play it, see how it is.
True.
Or
True.
what it goes or whatever. Like if a new game comes out and they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy this or if I'm gonna buy this. So you're gonna watch somebody on YouTube play the game, give his opinion on it. If he says it's good, then you're gonna be like, okay, I want it.
That is true.
And if the person, like, the game commentators have, like, a good personality, like, a personality that's, like, very attractive, like, you want to, like, freaking watch all their stuff and everything, want to listen to them all the time, then, yeah, you're going to get that audience. Like, that's how they start getting that audience. Like, also, another example, like, Ego and JonTron, like, when they first started, like, Game Grumps, they already had their audience.
They already had
and
their
of course,
audience.
they're gonna freaking
get
famous overnight because a famous game channel overnight because it's just like, oh hey, Ego Raptor's like famous on the internet since like the dawn of internet or something.
Exactly.
And freaking JonTron is not that far behind. Like he's popular, but
he is popular. But he does no videos. So is Ego Raptor.
No. I mean like John puts up good stuff, but it like takes some time. And you know what? I think that should be like respected because there's some YouTubers I follow that feel like they have to be so obligated to put out videos. They put out low quality videos, and it's just like the videos that take time. That you know that if you see that it has like a 30-minute mark, you know they put a lot of time into it. You know that it's gonna be something good. But when you see videos like they put up that's just like 30 seconds, 1 minute, you're just like, this guy's just screwing around to put more videos up.
You know who's a good example of that? Wheezy Waiter's new video that came out. He was talking about how lately he's just been like throwing out videos and he feels like it doesn't have as good as a production time as his other ones. And he's always been about him being like, oh hey, it's quality over quantity, but he believes there's a middle where there's a good amount of quality and there's a good amount of quantity. But now he feels like he's just putting them out just so that there's a video out there.
That's kind of how I felt about him since the very beginning. He had like 3 channels where he put up shit like every day, and it's just like, holy shit, Wheezy Waiter. Like, I love you, man, but it's just like I can't take all this Wheezy. Like, freaking. That's why I'm all on and off about Wheezy Waiter, because it's just like I binge on his videos and then I just stop for like a year or something like that. Then I start binging again and then I just stop. But yeah, he does good stuff. He's very entertaining.
But you know what I feel bad is that he's made another channel that's basically all about quality, and it's called The Good Stuff. It's very educational. It's fun.
I haven't subscribed to that.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel bad because not a lot of people have subscribed to that.
Really?
Yeah.
How many?
Huh?
How many subscribers?
I don't know the exact number, but it's not
compared to his.
It's not close to his channel. So I think he's starting to questioning the fact of quality like against quantity. But I think he's still staying in the middle ground. But why am I talking about what he thinks when it's himself? But yeah, I feel bad because he said that he feels bad that he's not getting as many views in the good stuff, even though he works months and months on like a little mini series of each thing for good stuff. Yeah, we went off topic.
Yeah, we did. I think the main point I was trying to make with this thing is that we're kind of making a mistake because we don't have an established audience. We don't have anyone who's going to like look at our stuff. It might be like out there in the ether and nobody's ever going to find it. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure, yeah. We both have like ideas. We both have like stuff we want to also put out. Like you want to make skit videos.
Yeah, I would like to make skits.
I would like to like, I don't know.
Make
like be a review. Though I'm not very like analytical, I'm just like a very opinionated. I can't
what is
speak.
English? Who knows?
Like a very opinion. Shit. I like to. I don't know.
Oh God, Lord, you screaming now? Right.
I can't say the word.
Right.
Opinion.
Oh God, Jesus, opinionated.
Opinionated, yeah, opinionated. It's my Spanish tongue. I can't say words.
No, you're just retarded.
I can't say words. I swear, this is the curse of having a Latin tongue.
No, it's not. It's not even Latin, it's Spanish.
The same shit.
No, it's not.
Opinionated. Okay, I just have to say that slowly. Basically, I just like to talk about my opinions. Yeah, that's an easier way to say it.
All right. So, you're saying that, we don't have an established audience and stuff. But then let's go back to the thing we were talking about off the podcast about how you get an audience according to us. So.
Oh yeah, that's
exactly.
also something I would like to talk about.
Hold up. So basically, we can establish an audience with this podcast, and that's how we get people to view our podcast because we get an audience with this, and we could do the reverse around where we could make skit or review channels, and people from hardcore fans of our podcast could go over there and watch. But all right, so let's talk about how we think we could get an audience. Going with what we were talking about like a week ago.
Man, you're like planning this stuff like freaking
far in advance. I'm probably not gonna go through with like. I'm not expecting us to get like 100 views in one day. I'm expecting us to get 100 views in a month, at least.
No, I was gonna say this is like something like I don't know what is the studio. Like WB and DC, like they're like, hey, the Avengers started out by making like little like films, individual films for their characters, and built up to the Avengers. Let's just put in Justice League immediately, and then split apart into individual films, and then people will like it. But of course, they didn't do that. They didn't manage.
You could just do both at once.
I don't think that works out though. I mean,
whatever.
Because. DC Comics did that with their new 52. Like they're like, all right, let's put out like 52 new number ones, and then it was like Justice League like was one, but in the others we have like individual Superman, Batman, and like Wonder Woman titles, like all about their origins, I guess, except for Batman, more like Superman with Action Comics and all that shit.
All right,
and it's just like
off
what
topic
timeline
at this
is that?
point. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is an off-topic podcast. We like to go off-topic. Well, not on purpose, but we just do. All right, so what were we saying?
Let's go back to my established question to you. The way... You douchebag.
Hey, you said there was this burping podcast also.
Yeah, that was in the unreleased one.
Oh, was it?
It was. All right, so which kind?
No, we're gonna release it.
No, we're not.
It's gonna be our number one.
It totally isn't.
It totally is.
No, it's not. All right, so
I don't think I've listened to it.
Jesus Christ, that's why it's not gonna be released.
All right, do it.
All right, so my established question was, we were talking about how to get an audience. Well, how you think we could get an audience, and you listed out like 4 things. So.
I gotta throw out like the biggest fart out. Okay. I'll let it out in like a little gas. Alright, whatever.
You just fart in front of the microphone.
Well, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get over the middle of your talking. Alright, whatever. Go.
It. Oh my god, you ignored everything I said.
No. I didn't. We were talking about something.
Oh my god. How you said that.
Yeah, how people get established. Like, what makes their video, like, watchable.
Yes, and how they hook in an audience. Okay. So, go how you think we can do it.
I couldn't throw the fart. Whatever.
You're gonna end up shitting yourself.
So, you give out your idea of what makes a watchable, like, YouTube video. Because I think we think differently about this.
I say...
Maybe I'll fart now.
Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go.
I say...
Oh god, it's so nasty. What the hell was I thinking? Alright, whatever.
I say you gotta have good...
Oh god, it stinks! Oh shit!
Dude, we spiked the audio like 1,000 times just there. Alright, so I think what we have to have is...
We're disgusting.
Yeah, no, you are. We had to have...
This is retarded. Just start over. None of this was good. Freaking one of us is putting our retainers on, the other one's farting. I can't do this. That pizza freaking ruined me. Alright, whatever.
Oh, god damn it.
So yeah, we're starting over.
No, we're not. We're pausing this and we're gonna take a break. And we're back. To you, that seemed like nothing, but to us, that was a minute break. Alright, so back to what we were talking about. What makes somebody viewable on YouTube? Or
This is just our opinion.
yeah, this is just our opinion. We have no goddamn audience, so we don't even know. But this is our opinion.
No. As a viewer ourselves on other
as a
YouTube
viewer
channels,
ourselves.
we know what we're looking for in YouTube videos or any video for that matter. So
it depends though. If it's a commentator or like a vlogger. If it's a vlogger, I say they gotta have a good voice and good audio and video. Yeah, and they gotta be entertaining. Cause if they're making skit videos and they're not entertaining, I'm just there watching them. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. And then for commentators, yeah, just good audio and good. Yeah, just HD video. So basically, for me, it all goes down to they had to have good audio, good video recording, and at least a good voice. I could get used to some voices, but I hope to God you guys could get used to my voice because I'm not even used to mine. Your turn, Edgar.
What the hell just happened right there? Your face looked like it exploded. Anyways. What? Oh shit, my nose. What I feel like should be in a YouTube video is like, obviously, if you're making a video, it has to be like, it has to have good video quality. Obviously, like everything has to have good video quality. Who the hell goes on YouTube this day and age and puts on like a crappy video quality? Nobody. They have to compete with like everyone else who's putting out high quality videos.
True.
So. Really, who's gonna waste their time on a video? They're like, oh shit, this looks like shitty. Why the fuck am I here? I'm gonna go off and watch like, I don't know, some other guy who has a good looking camera. Another thing is not only good video quality, but good audio quality. Because really, if I can't really hear whatever the fuck you're saying, then who the hell is gonna freaking waste their time trying to encrypt what you're saying?
Watch us have like the shittiest audio and we're going like all hypocritical.
I hope not.
Yeah.
We spent $70 on this.
Yeah,
$80.
invest in a good camera. Good camera and audio recording. Right now, device, a microphone. We have the Blue Yeti. We mentioned this in the last podcast.
Yeti phone. Yeti.
Oh.
Yeti phone.
Alright, gone. Dude, just goddamn.
Also, the person has to have a good personality. Like, if you don't have like a personality that's viewable,
you have the goddamn worst personality. You were just complaining about how we're gonna fail for the past 2 podcasts.
Everybody loves pessimism.
No, I hate it.
Well, you're not everyone.
Alright, let me just go into a quick. This is my motto. What was it? Expect the worst, hope for the best.
I love that.
So that way, if you fail, you're like, whatever, I already thought I was going to fail anyways. But if you succeed, you're going to be like, oh yeah, cool, I got this. Alright, so, go on.
Shit, you made me lose my train of thought.
Where's my water bottle?
What are we?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, this is getting hectic already.
It doesn't matter.
We just took a break and we're already like going crazy.
My
nose is stuffy.
Should we take another pause?
No.
No, you gotta clear your nose.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Right,
let's take another pause.
We're gonna take another pause. Okay, we're back again.
Man, people.
Are we gonna have to pause it already?
No. Can you just sense the professionalism in here?
I know, right? Jeez.
I mean, holy shit.
I'm wearing gloves.
Can you tell that we're just like, hey, you want to do a podcast today? Like, yeah. In fact, let's just do it right now. Who cares if we're prepared or not?
Okay.
Just freaking go with it.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick.
No.
I'm
gonna go on another tangent. Another rant. First of all, fuck winter. I fucking hate it. I get sick. I get cold. I get fucking nose covered up. I know there are some places that don't have like winter or cold weather or are envious that there are like some places like New York that have seasons, visible seasons.
Oh God, no.
But it's just like, fuck, I would love to live in a place that has like nice weather every day because of weather.
I can't pronounce my THs. It's okay.
Freaking, I'm envious of people with nice weathers.
I know, right? And people are like people down in Florida are like, oh, we love snow. Well, not all, but some. They're like, oh, we love snow. My ass. If you had to survive through all these goddamn like freaking snowstorms we had in the past week, they'll hate it. I understand there's places that get much more snow than us, but god damn it, do I hate it. It's snowing again right now.
I fucking hate it.
Oh.
I want winter to end, and it's only February. Oh my fucking god, I can't
Okay.
wait till winter break.
Alright, so now let me go off on a tangent. So before we started this podcast, I was like, "Hey, what are we gonna talk about?" He was like, "No, I'm just gonna tell you once we're doing it." And I'm like, "No, that's stupid. I'm not gonna be prepared for any of the freaking responses." He's like, "No, that's how podcasts are supposed to be." And then 2 seconds ago, you're complaining about how we're not prepared at all. You're a douchebag.
No, it's just that the thing is, when I was trying to make my case about like podcasts and stuff, I don't know why. Like, it was clear in my head like 2 minutes before I
It's
started.
obviously not.
Well, no. I'm bad at explaining things. I'm a bad talker. Just freaking... I should like write scripts and just talk for the rest of my life. That's how
Yeah,
it should
this
be.
is good for us to talk about public speaking because I have to do that a
Oh
lot.
my god. I'm awesome at public speaking.
Like I'm.
It's because whenever you have to go to public speaking, you always have to prepare what you're speaking
Yeah.
about, have it written down so the idea's in your head, and then you could talk about it. Unfortunately, there are some times where you're like, what the fuck was I supposed to say? Oh, I have a piece of paper.
And then also-
Okay. And then 2 seconds, you can reorganize your thoughts.
But then if people ask you questions, you got to think about it right at the spot. Like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I would snap, but I can't because I'm wearing gloves.
It's too bad we're not like Obama. There's like probably 20 people like writing up answers to certain questions that might come up in whatever
True.
speech or speaking or whatever. Those people have it easy.
I blame Obama for them having it easy.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks, God.
Yeah, we were talking about quality of videos. Basically, we both agreed. Like, they have to have good audio and good video quality if they're making, like, a video. Because it's just, like, they're going to have to compete with everyone else. And why would I want to waste my time with a low-quality video and audio? It's just, it doesn't make sense. This is the internet. If you can't entertain someone for 4 seconds, if you can't keep someone's attention for 4 seconds, you're done.
And we're doing it, we're hopefully doing it for now 15 minutes. We're half an hour in, but our last podcast was 50 minutes.
We should just start every episode with farting and laughing out loud, and people will be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and then they'll stay.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope there's still people staying. Stay with us, people.
Hi, Evelyn, if you're watching.
We can't speak. I can't talk. Like,
Well,
I just can't.
talk for yourself, douche.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to speak for myself. I can't talk. I hate it. I have to take more public speaking classes because fuck. Or I need to have more friends in general. Yeah.
Oh, you're lonely
I
in
am.
life.
I'm so lonely.
It's okay. No,
Every
it's not.
friends I have, I talk to through text. I don't speak to anyone.
And all those friends he means by 3. It's sad, really.
All right. So we were talking about video quality, audio quality. Also, another thing is like personality. Like, unfortunately, you might have like a good video quality. You might have a good audio quality, but if your personality isn't something that attracts a lot of people, then it's hard. Like, I'm not saying people who don't have that kind of like personality like shouldn't try, and obviously they'll have someone who watches them, but I don't think they're generally going to get very popular. Or maybe they might. Who knows? Because, yeah. So, start adding to what I'm saying because I'm starting to lose my thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. The audience obviously has no idea what I was doing, but I was pretending to shoot myself in the head. The face you just gave me, it was pure depression.
Yeah. Visual, what is it? Visual comedy and audio.
It doesn't work. Sadly.
So yeah, like, if your personality is pretty shitty, like, no, it's
Like
the same
yours?
with anyone who's up for public speaking. This goes for teachers also. And unfortunately, this goes double for teachers.
I hate teachers.
Because
let me
no.
retract that. I hate some teachers that are horrible at teaching.
The thing is, some teachers might actually care or put like a lot of thought into their work and a lot of stuff, and that's like very commendable. But it's just like if you have like a voice that's not easy to listen to and a personality that's just not fun, or it comes off as try hard, you're really gonna turn off a lot of students.
Try hard.
This goes for a lot of videos on YouTube also. Like some people, I guess, put on like a wacky personality and they see like that works, but I mean that turns off a lot of some people. I mean, what I'm saying is that if you generally have a good voice, a good personality, unfortunately, these are things you can't really
control.
You can't really control, unfortunately.
Except for your personality,
I guess
you can control that.
Because there's some people.
My voice just cracked.
There are some people that's just like, God, this guy has like amazing content, but his voice is hard to listen to, and that may seem shallow, and no, not seem, it is shallow. And that's kind of bullshit, but your content better be very good if you don't have very much confidence in your voice and all that other shit.
You just gotta have confidence in yourself to put yourself out there.
You really do have to have like a lot of confidence. That's why do people make YouTube videos? Like, what makes them think like, hey, look, I'm gonna make a video and hopefully people will like it. I mean, I think that's a good mentality to go into. I hope people will like it. Not that, well, I'm fucking great. Of course people like me. I'm a freaking genius. Or people who are like, God, nobody's gonna watch my videos. I'm so blah blah blah. Like how I am being right now. Yeah. So what? What are you gonna do?
All right. So there's so I go on Reddit. He doesn't, but I go on Reddit daily now because I'm addicted, like many other people. And like lately, there's been this trend of people posting up this one person. It's a kid that has a YouTube channel, and I think his first video was like, if I get a like, I'll do something. I don't know. But he got 1 like, and then he made a second video, like, being humble and like, oh my god, I got 100 like, 1 like and whatever. And then somebody posted up like, let's hope this kid get like 100 likes. And then he got like 3,000 or something, a lot. He has like 30,000 subscribers now because of Reddit, which is awesome. And he was obviously freaking out in his third video. He was going like, he obviously doesn't want his mom to hear him or something, because when he's like freaking out, he does it in very like low voice. He's like, oh my god. But yeah, it's a very humble kid.
You say kid? How old is he?
I don't know, but he's a kid.
All right.
Like
you kid?
No, like younger, like 10 maybe. I'm not sure how old he is.
Holy shit, there are like YouTubers that are 10 years old?
Yeah, but his first video was just like, can I get 1 like? But yeah,
really, that's it?
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's a minute long.
Alright.
But yeah, this kid has balls just putting that up on the internet, and I'm almost 100% sure that he's going to get hate. Like, immediately. I could already tell he is.
Here's my theory about stuff. If it has a lot of likes, it probably has an equal amount of hate.
Exactly.
Because ultimately, anything that's popular will obviously be hated. Like, for example, I don't know, PewDiePie.
Ah, yes.
Like,
PewDiePie.
I don't know what he does. I'm pretty sure he's just he just does gameplay and commentates.
Yeah, that's what he does. I'm pretty sure that.
But it's just like, oh shit! Why are we mentioning a very popular YouTuber with famous for like having rabid fans?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
But I feel like even if he does annoying stuff, obviously somebody likes it, and if you don't like it, it's obvious. You just
he's the top YouTuber. There's no doubt he's the most popular on YouTube. But the thing is, I don't think people hate him per se. They don't like his fans. Not all of his fans, but the fans that go batshit crazy the second they say one thing bad about PewDiePie.
You know what I feel? I feel like people use the word hate way too lightly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like nobody hates anybody. Unless, like, I feel like hate would be like, if I see this guy in an alley, I'm gonna knock his fucking teeth out. That's hate. But it's just like, if you really like, the thing is like I was saying, like PewDiePie, he's very popular, but he's also very unpopular.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people hate him. They say, like, he's junk and shit. Like, especially YouTubers that are, like, I don't know, trying to establish themselves and are like, you know what? I create better content than this guy, yet this guy is so much more popular than me. What the fuck?
I'm amazed he, like, got that far so soon, so quick.
Well, he obviously must have something. I don't know. Something about him attracts, like, people.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm still trying to find that out.
But it's just like, if the guy's popular, then obviously it's because people like what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't like it, then it's obvious. I don't care. You know what? If you leave hateful comments, I don't give a fuck. If you leave a dislike, I don't care.
Well,
all that because
if they leave a dislike, there's a reason. But if it's just like a random dislike,
because they dislike the video.
If it's a random dislike, like, oh fuck it, it's just because like no reason I'm gonna dislike. But
just because it's him in general.
Yeah, just because it's him in general. But if it's an actual like constructive criticism, then yeah, we'll take that into consideration.
Well, yeah, the whole like and dislike system in YouTube, it doesn't leave much for criticism, because if someone dislikes it, anyone could dislike something for no reason. But if somebody genuinely dislikes something and press a dislike button, like, I don't know how do you think people will react to that? Like, they're like, oh, fucking guy left me a dislike, what a douchebag. But it's just like, what if he genuinely didn't like it? And it's just like, this guy, I don't like what he does, whatever, dislike. Because obviously the like and dislike button is there for a reason.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I feel like when you press like, it's just like, oh, you really like the video. But when you press dislike, you're obviously trolling or something.
Yeah, and that's a horrible connotation to it, but it's what it's become now. But, like, if someone truly dislikes it, give constructive criticism. Don't be like, oh, you fucking faggot. Don't do that. That's just random hate.
Not random hate, but if you just dislike it for whatever reason and don't want to explain yourself, like, who cares? You don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to.
It would be nice if you would leave constructive criticism as to why you didn't like it, so that the person might improve it later on.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody like PewDiePie, he doesn't really care because he already has a huge audience.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like, if somebody leaves like a dislike, it's okay. You don't have to explain yourself. You obviously didn't like it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. And you don't have to explain yourself. I could hate something and not be able to explain it. Like, freaking...
I just don't like it.
Like,
I don't know why.
Like, oh my god, I'm gonna say this again. Like, BioShock Infinite, like, only because it's a very popular game and I got a 10 out of 10. I don't like it. I just don't. It's like a first-person shooter, like any other.
The way you worded that made it sound that you say you don't like it because it got a 10 out of 10.
No. I'm not saying I don't like it because it's popular. I'm saying because I'm generally not a person who likes first-person shooters, and the first BioShock felt like something special, like something other than a first-person shooter. I can't really explain it. I'd have to like replay the game and analyze it like a freaking reviewer. But I guess maybe I'll do that one day. But like BioShock Infinite, like I just played it and it felt like a first-person shooter. Like I just
it felt like one of those generic first-person shooters.
Well, I can't say that because I haven't played
you never
much
even played a first-person shooter.
Like I have, like I played like the online first-person shooters. And like, what else did I play? Freaking GoldenEye?
GoldenEye is...
I mean, it's not the best first-person shooter, but it's so good. It's like nostalgic. That's all. I
think we replay it now. You'd be like,
But yeah, like I was saying, BioShock Infinite. It's a beautiful game, and I'm pretty sure it's not a bad game. It's just that I don't like first-person shooters, and I can't explain why I don't like it. I just don't, and it's all right. Nobody has to. I just kind of feel like on the internet, if you have an opinion, you always have to have an explanation to back up that opinion.
Yeah.
You can never just have an opinion. You always have to have some kind of explanation for it.
True.
Because nobody can just be. There always has to be a why, and a how, and a freaking 3-page like a 3-page essay as to why you don't like it or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you just like it, it's okay. You don't have to explain yourself.
You don't have to explain yourself.
Unless it's a really terrible game, and like generally everyone thinks it's a terrible game. And like one movie that's really terrible that everyone says is terrible, Spider-Man 3, like the movie.
Oh,
the Sam Raimi.
I love that goddamn movie.
And I like it. I liked it. Like, freaking, it was awesome. It was silly. I freaking loved it. But everybody hates it. It's like the worst Spider-Man movie I've ever seen.
I thought it was hilarious once he entered his, like, ego, like, alter ego, him being an absolute douchebag.
Yeah.
I was laughing throughout that whole scene. I thought it was hilarious.
Like, don't get me wrong. It would have been nice if we had, like, a super serious, like, he went, like, freaking dark.
Yeah.
Like, and evil, or,
Definitely.
like, he's freaking possessed by anger to the point where he's just gonna kill a villain because he's like, fuck you.
We're not
There's
saying,
no point in going in jail.
Exactly. We're not saying that it's a perfect
No, it's not perfect at all. But I like it.
We just like it.
Exactly. And do I have to explain myself as to why? No, it just came off as fun, and I loved it.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't have to write a 3-page essay as to why I like it, even though it's terrible, or a 3-page paper as to why I don't like Infinite, even though it's I don't know, everybody loves it. So yeah, shit, we went an entire tangent. What are we talking? We're talking about YouTube presentation, I guess.
Yeah, how did we get into movies?
I don't know. I think we're
into liking movies. All right, whatever.
By the way, we're not. Why do I have to keep repeating this? We're not an expert in anything we're saying. We're just
like 5 times.
We're just spouting out our opinions, which, like I said before, we don't have to write an explanation.
One podcast we should really talk about the movies that we like.
Yeah, we should really do that
into like detail.
Because I feel like we're being like these topics that we're doing is kind of like they always branch out into something else.
Yeah,
it's never one specific topic. We always have like a vague topic.
So next
like podcast, vague topic. We could talk about anything about podcasts. Like that's what we started this. We wanted to talk about podcasts.
Yeah, no, we just wanted to talk. What? We started this because we wanted to talk about podcasts.
That's what I wanted to talk about. You were like, okay, tell me what we wanted to talk about, like in full detail, so I can have an explanation for it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, at the beginning of this podcast, yes. Okay.
And that's the thing. I don't know. Should podcasts be planned? Should we have like a plan of why?
I think we should have like a generalization of what we're gonna talk about in the episode, and just go off as that, but not like put a script, like word by word thing that we're gonna say.
I think we're using words wrong.
Word by word?
No, you said like generalizing something, and I feel like you said it wrong.
Condensing it into at least something that that it won't put us into a tangent that we'll talk about for like 41 minutes.
I wanted to talk about like podcasts and how a certain podcasts get their audience.
We shouldn't really go into like a strong topic right now that would leave us to another tangent. Since we're gonna stop in like 8 minutes.
What? How long has this been going for?
42.
I think we should stop it now because I don't have anything else to talk about, and I feel like, huh?
No, I was just saying you don't have anything else.
No, I don't have anything else to say unless you want to talk about what podcast you've been watching. You always listen to, what podcasts you always go to.
Good Mythical Morning, that's it.
But Good Mythical Morning is not a podcast. Like the other thing, like they do, where they do interviews with other people. That's a podcast.
I listen to that sometimes.
What's it called? Because I want to listen to that.
Oh, damn it!
And it's also good, like free advertisement for them.
Damn it!
Is it the Orange Jukebox or something?
Damn! You know what? I'm gonna Google this.
All right. So while he's googling it, I'm gonna entertain you guys. What am I kidding? I can't entertain you guys.
Just burp and fart. People will laugh.
Chicken.
Ear Biscuit.
Ear Biscuit. Yes, totally. Like I listened to one of them where they start interviewing YouTubers.
I've listened to 2 of them.
Yeah,
I gotta listen to them more.
You're putting that thing the wrong way.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you aren't?
Okay,
whatever.
Son.
He's putting on a glove.
Again.
For some reason. It's cold in here, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just end it here because really we're going off in tangent. We have no specific topic. I think this has been a good experiment. This is our podcast. We're just experimenting.
Yeah.
We got a microphone. We're just experimenting, talking.
I think like the first 10 is just gonna be experimentations, and then like after that, I think we get like a good handle at what we're doing.
Yeah, because like the first 2, we were just going off in tangents.
This is the second one.
Like. Screw you. It's the 3rd.
No, it's not. We're not posting that one up. Never.
But like I said, this is an experiment. Like the first one was like a complete experiment. Completely random, whatever.
It was horrible. We're never putting it up.
I want to listen to it now.
I was listening to it and it's horrible. It's a piece
the second one we were going off in tangents again in the beginning. But we started getting a topic. Yeah.
We're like halfway through, I think we like...
Yeah, halfway through we got into a topic and then we got into another tangent at the end. And that's how we ended it.
Yeah.
And I think
we're gonna end it like that.
And I think right now we finally figured out like we have to be really specific about what we're talking about because
going off in tangents isn't bad, but once it cuts off from the main topic we're talking about, then it's bad.
Yeah. Also, this is a good way for us to do our public speaking because like I don't talk a lot. Like I don't talk a lot with a lot of people, so it's just like
because you're lonely.
And you can see like when I say words, sometimes I say them wrong. Like I can't say opinionated. Haha! I finally said it. So,
Oh shit! I spiked it so much. I'm sorry.
Who cares?
I'll fix that in post.
Yeah, we should actually call this the
experimentation podcast.
The podcast
experience.
The podcast experience. Nah. It's just like
stupid. That sounds like a documentary.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, all of this has been an experiment. Eventually we'll get it down, and once we feel like we have our ground, we'll start going off into different things, because it's just like, I don't want to just do podcasts. I also want to do video reviews.
Yeah, I probably want to do
reviews about movies, games, all that other good stuff that everyone else already does, like a cajillion times.
Oh, also, I'm pretty sure in this podcast we're gonna have visitors, like guests on this podcast.
I don't know how well they'll be able to contribute, but the fact that we don't actually say anything.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that we just randomly speak is going to be fine.
Like, we can't have, like, guests who don't play video games. So they'll be like, so what do you think about Bioshock Infinite? Exactly. And it's just like, I don't know what that is.
Really? Yeah.
So, yeah, this is where we're going to end it. So, prepare to end it. So, this has been the Ed 1 and Ed 2 podcast. I wish I could say Ed and Double D. Because we still haven't changed it.
I could still change it. But whatever. For now, this is a goodbye from the Ed and Ed podcast.
Yep.
I hope you guys have a good day.
If it's snowing, stay warm, man. Because that fucking cold.
Chocolate milk with marshmallows is the best. Alright. And 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Goodbye.